This is me, the Grand Duchess Rasmus Curden. I want to give my side of the story. Yes, everything I endured and suffered in the military and so forth and so forth, and the thievery and the robbery, the identity theft, etc., etc., and I could go on. But I'm not going to go on. I'm not doing this for grandstanding, self-esteem, to say whatever, 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 and to be bigger or to pretend. None of that. Everything I say is true to the T of my life. Yes, I don't have what I used to have and what those people have, but I treasure the value of my life and my integrity and my will to survive. And that must be, I mean, as individuals, we all want to live a happy life as long as God or our body allows. We don't want it to be interrupted by assassins, murderers, and people who take advantage of us, people who we trust, army, military, whatever it is. We don't want that. Nurses, associates, whatever it is. Yes, I'm not a part of those people anymore, and neither do I share the longing to be a part of it. It has been the most disgraceful disappointment to face. But as a former teacher and as a learned student, my mission and my word to young people today, I don't care who your senator is, and I don't care what your poverty level is, do not feel like you are obligated to the military in any sense. Secondly, and if you are, my message is a warning to you. Remember, sometimes when some people suffer certain things and you hear about it, they're labeled and mistreated, and they're so blackened that you never believe them. But remember, for the one person that had the courage and dignity to stand out, because I suffer, no benefits, no pay, living on no health care, no proper health care treatment while out processing the military. And so therefore, my obligation to you is that you make the wisest choice that you can make. That I, as a teacher, I have no children, but if you being my pupil, it is my responsibility to give you the benefit of my experience. I feel that no child or no human being is expendable for whatever reason. Yes, there are things, there are crimes committed and so forth, and people pay for murder. But who pays for the assassination attempt on my life and stealing my identity and my money? None of them. They look at it as such a pity, and it reverses to me. But being knowledgeable and consistent with my character, the strength of myself, and being able to survive, know that my commitment is not only to myself, but to all you young, bright, aspiring people. Never give yourself to people who say we uphold these sets of values in a job. Do your job. Signed up for the job, because they may fail you in a way that you will never imagine. I'm going to give you one example going back to Fort Bliss when I was a second lieutenant. It was 4 days a week, 80 hours a week or something, and then we had one night on call. But then on my 2 days off, I used to get called in sometimes every night. And this one girl, and I think it bothered her conscience, she was Caucasian, she said, there were black nurses there too, I'm sure they knew the schedule. She said, Ryan, do you know that everybody work at least 90 hours a week on call, and you are working 100 and something hours, and even on your days? You should put in a complaint. Don't say I said. Ryan, you do that. And I said, you know what? I didn't even realize what they were doing. But they were so inhumane, calling me 2 o'clock in the morning and 3 o'clock, and even on my day off. You have to. But I saw them depreciate. I remember one girl treated me so bad. And I remember a certain catastrophe coming upon her. And sometimes you wonder why you don't share in it. But as I said, revenge, it attends church. It listens to the lonely, and it is helping to the conscientious and the truth. And my message here to you, young people, is to don't dedicate yourself to something that may cost you your life and liberty and your freedom to be the person who you are. You are guaranteed that. For people who will say and sit you do not deserve and have you hanging hungry on the street like a dog and have their dogs in Petco and so forth being comfortable. I know that shame. I know that. And so therefore, if I say I do not want you bright, young, intelligent people to find alternatives to the army, I'm doing it on my own experience. Because it's a shame to see how you end up. It's a shame to see how you're treated. And my responsibility as a teacher, as somebody not overly compassionate, but empathetic, is to regard, to have the highest regard and the safety of all people that I come across. My name is Misa Grand Duchess Rasmus Conan, also known as Ryan Tomlinson. Have a good evening.